Why does Norad track Santa Claus? Let's talk about it. What's going down, Mouse Nation? Morty Mouse in the house, and welcome back to Weird Christmas, where we discuss the weirder side of everyone's favorite holiday. And today we're going to be answering the question, why does Norad track Santa Claus? Now I know that it's not something that we talk about all the time, but every single year we have the opportunity to track Santa Claus all over the world as he sends gifts to all the boys and girls. Now it's especially exciting for those children because they still believe in that Christmas magic. And we should all too, but we kind of lose it as we age. One version of how this began goes as follows. It was Christmas Eve, 1955. U.S. Air Force Colonel Harry Shoup, the crew commander at the Colorado Springs, give me just a second, this is going to be a little bit of a mouthful, Continental Air Defense Command Center, or CONAD for short, C-O-N-A-D, ran across the room to answer a red telephone. The telephone ringing meant it was either the Pentagon or CONAD Commander-in-Chief General Earl Partridge, and the reason for their call would not be a good one. Yes sir, this is Colonel Shoup. He answered to silence. He asked one more time if someone was on the other line, and then once again, silence. Finally, a tiny voice on the other side of the phone said this, "Are you really Santa Claus?" And of course, the colonel was not amused. He thought that his crew was playing some kind of prank on him, and he did not find it funny. Now, when he realized that it wasn't a joke from his crew, he decided to play along with the little girl, and he pretended to be Santa Claus. And then he even went as far as letting the little girl read her Christmas list to him. That's pretty cool. And she was not the only kid to call in. Lots of other kids started calling in that day as well. It turns out that Sears department store had put in an ad to a Colorado Springs newspaper with a phone number where kids could reach Santa Claus himself. In the ad, Santa said the following, "Hey kiddies," the ad read, "call me on my private phone and I will talk to you personally anytime, day or night. Ho ho ho." Well, that phone number was misprinted. And not only was it misprinted, but the number was also just one off from that red phone that Colonel Shoup was answering. Put two and two together and you have a whole bunch of kids calling that Continental Air Defense Command Center. At that point, Colonel Shoup decided to have some of his crew work on a very special Christmas mission. He had his men answer the phones that night and let those kids know exactly where Santa Claus was as they called in. Colonel Shoup decided to keep this going year after year, even after CONAD became NORAD in 1958. A number specifically made for those calls wondering where Santa Claus is was made a little bit later and is still used to this day. There's even a Twitter account dedicated to tracking Santa. Here's that Twitter page in case you want to check it out for yourself. And it's all thanks to a man who became known as Santa Colonel, Colonel Shoup. Now, if this story is true, it's definitely an exaggerated version of the actual story, but it makes one heck of a very magical Christmas tale. I won't ruin this one for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. As always, I'm your host, Morty Mouse. I'll see you later, or I'll see you at another time.